Hello everyone, merhaba. Welcome to the channel of Orient Language Center. My name is Sanem Vakifi and I am a certified teacher of Turkish as a foreign language. So before starting, I want to give background information about this channel a little bit. So as you can see, my channel used to produce videos in Farsi, and I used to teach Turkish to Farsi-speaking communities such as Iranians or Afghanis. But from now on, I want to basically reach out to more people. So that's why I'm starting to produce videos teaching Turkish language in English. So if you are one of my previous subscribers who speak Farsi, welcome again. And if you are a new visitor, welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe and support my language center. You can also see my email address and my Patreon account written in this slide, and I will also share my PayPal account if you want to support me more. Thank you. So in this video, we are going to talk about how to briefly introduce yourself in Turkish. So I'm saying briefly because we are going to only tell our name and talk about our age and talk about our jobs or occupation. So if your level is beginner, then this is the video to watch. But I also recommend you to have a previous knowledge of basic Turkish grammar, mostly the vowel harmony. So in this video, we are going to tell our name and learn about numbers in order to accurately tell our age, and then learn about different jobs and occupations to accurately name our job in Turkish. So you will both learn to tell your name or tell your occupation, but also you will improve your vocabulary. And also apologies for the background noise. I'm recording this video from Istanbul, and it's a very crowded city, so mostly there are noises from the street, but I think that's also a nice cultural information, right? So if you want, before starting, let's learn about the vowel harmony a little bit. But of course, we are not going to totally devote this video to grammar. So if you want more information, please reach out to me either by the email address or by making a comment. So we have basically 4 vowel categories in Turkish, and you can see them written right there. We have hard and soft vowels, but also rounded and unrounded vowels. And the main thing is, the main principle that you should always remember is that when you want to use a name or verb, you should always look at the last vowel used, that name or vowel, and then follow the related grammar rules. So for example, if you are using a or u as the last vowel of a name or word, for example, insan, the last vowel is a, then the grammar form that you use should also include one of the hard unrounded letters. That would be u, insanım. So we are talking about the forms that we are using when telling that I am or I do. And the same rule is also used for all the other categories. So we have E and E as soft unrounded vowels, O and U as hard rounded vowels, and Ö and Ü as soft rounded vowels. So for example, if you want to say that I am a teacher, teacher is öğretmen and E is soft and unrounded. So then you cannot say öğretmenim, you should say öğretmenim. You should use E because it's also a soft unrounded vowel. So you can think of these vowels as couples. So we have 4 couples and you just don't want to separate them, right? You always want to use the couples together. For example, yorgun means tired, and if you want to say I am tired, you want to add M, but before M you should add one of these vowels, right? Because don't forget that in Turkish we always add letters with different vowels in order to create sentences. It's additive. Turkish is an additive language. It's like maths. It's like mathematics. So I think it's quite fancy, but the grammar can be also a little bit confusing at the beginning. But if you just learn the principles, basic principles, which is mostly about the vowel harmony, you would be completely fine. So if you want more information about the grammar, or if you want separate videos totally devoted to grammar, just let me know. My previous videos, which were in Farsi, were totally devoted to grammar. But I thought giving more practical information would also be useful. So let's look at our last example. Mavi means blue. Mavi gözlü means blue-eyed, a person who has blue eyes, basically. So when we say mavi gözlü, the last vowel is ü. So you want to use basically the same vowel, you know, from the same category. Ben mavi gözlüyüm. So the second vowels are the ones that we use when we want to add something, you know. And then these are basically your couples. So I highly recommend you to work on it or basically write down these categories. So let's begin our actual lesson. How to briefly introduce yourself. So basically we're going to work on telling our name, telling our age, and telling our occupation, right? So let's repeat. Benim adım Elif. My name is Elif. Elif is a feminine Turkish name. 33 yaşındayım. I'm 33 years old. Öğretmenim. I'm a teacher. Benim adım Ahmet. My name is Ahmet. Ahmet is a masculine name. 24 yaşındayım. I'm 24 years old. Öğrenciyim. I'm a teacher. Benim adım Jessica. My name is Jessica. 26 yaşındayım. I am 26 years old. Aşçıyım. I am a cook. Benim adım Margaret. 29 yaşındayım. Sanatçıyım. My name is Margaret. I am 29 years old. I am an artist. So, as you can probably see, there is no feminine and masculine in Turkish language. Nothing about femininity and masculinity. It's a totally non-binary language, I would say. And we don't also have masculine or feminine pronouns. We only say o for he and she and it and everything. So it's kind of progressive, I would say. Anyway, so let's look at the questions. Senin adın ne? What is your name? Kaç yaşındasın? How old are you? Mesleğin ne? What is your job? Okay, so let's unpack all of these. So these are basically the patterns. You can just memorize them. Benim adım means my name, and you can add your name. Yaşındayım means I'm whatever years old. And we are going to learn about the numbers so you can tell your age accurately. And when we add M with the accurate vowel, then you can say your job. So let's unpack it. Benim adım X. My name is X. X yaşındayım. I am X years old. So you just add your name and your age instead of X. So in order to say I am whatever, to tell your job or tell anything else, for example, to tell I am tired, it's the same rule. Remember our previous examples. You add im, or and which one you would choose. So that's totally based on the vowel harmony rule. So if you want, you can pause the video and go back to the slide that we explained the vowel harmony. So let's remember the questions. Senin adın ne? Kaç yaşındasın? And mesleğin ne? So let's learn about the numbers in order to better tell our age. Also, before that, I want to also give another cultural information. So basically, if you are from a Middle Eastern culture, if you are one of my Farsi speaking subscribers, you would know that it's not culturally very appropriate to ask a woman their age, basically, her age, especially if you are a man. I would say that, of course, that's based on a patriarchal assumption that a woman's or a girl's basically social value gets reduced when she gets older. But of course, no one is here in Turkey to basically make cultural changes. So I would recommend that if you are a man, avoid asking the woman their age until you are kind of like friendly and comfortable. But yeah, that's also a cultural information, and when we are talking about languages, learning about the culture is very important as well. So let's look at Turkish numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. So the Turkish rules are about numbers are extremely simple. So I've tried to learn Russian or German or Arabic before, and I would say that although Turkish is a very complicated language, I would say that the rules about numbers are much more easier than these languages. I still have problems about exactly telling my age in Russian. So let's look at the logic. What you would do is that you would add the basic 10 or 20 or 30 or whatever at the beginning, and you would just then say 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. So to say 11, you say 10, 1, 11. To say 12, you say 12, 10, 2. To say 20, 30, 40, let's learn these first, and then I will explain the logic again. So 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60. Don't forget that we write it mostly as 60, but we don't pronounce the L. 60. 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 100. So you would just need to basically memorize this. But then for anything, for example, after 20, it is just the English logic as well, like 21, 21, 22, 22, just the same logic. But we use it for everything, like for 11, 12, 13, all of them. So you can also practice this more. You can just pause this video and try to write down all of the letters from 1 to 100. And if you want my comments, just feel free to send your practice, take a photo and send your practice to my email address, orientlanguage@gmail.com. So how would you tell your age then? You can also practice this by telling your age in the comments. So let's go to the third component of our brief introduction. The jobs, occupations, meslekler. Meslek means job or occupation. So student, öğrenci, teacher, öğretmen. Doctor, for doctor we either say doktor, which is from the Western languages, or we say hekim. I think it's from Eastern languages, but mostly doctor is used. Nurse, hemşire. Academic, akademisyen. Artist, so if we want to tell that we are basically doing art in any form, we say sanatçı, but if we are talking about visual arts, mostly painting, we say ressam, sanatçı or ressam. Architect, mimar. Cook, aşçı. Translator, so we can say çevirmen, which is an actual Turkish word, but you can also say tercüman, which is derived from Arabic. Lawyer, avukat. Feel free to let me know if you want to improve your vocabulary about occupations more, because I just added, I guess, 10 examples. So let's look at our basic introduction again with this information. Benim adım Elif. 33 yaşındayım. Öğretmenim. My name is Elif. I'm 33 years old. 33, 33. Öğretmenim. I am a teacher. Benim adım Ahmet. My name is Ahmet. 24 yaşındayım. I am 24 years old. 24, 24. Öğrenciyim. Öğrenci, student. Benim adım Jessica. My name is Jessica. 26 yaşındayım. I am 26 years old. Aşçıyım. Aşçı, cook. Benim adım Margaret. 29 yaşındayım. I am 29. 29. Sanatçıyım. I am an artist. Senin adın ne? Kaç yaşındasın? Mesleğin ne? Feel free to respond to this question through comments. I would really appreciate seeing your practice. So thank you very much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please don't forget to give comments. What would you like to learn more about the Turkish language? What are the questions that you have, either about the grammar, maybe about the culture or other parts of the Turkish language? Videomu izlediğin için çok teşekkürler. Lütfen beğenmeyi ve abone olmayı unutma. Thank you very much and see you soon in our next videos. Bye.